Hi, this is Mark Mitchell from Wizard Strategy, back again with another review of a category of building material products and how they tell customers where to buy their products. And I'm continuing continuing looking at siding companies. I did two videos already on reviewing 7 different vinyl siding companies, and now I thought the vinyl siding companies are competing against alternatives like fiber cement or LP SmartSide. So I thought we should take a look this week at how they're doing. So I'm going to share my screen now, and so we're going to start off here with James Hardie. And so we take a look here, and I see why Hardie, my idea center. I see request a quote, and just looking here, get a quote, get guidance, meet the industry leader, get inspired, find siding ideas, plan your project. Get a quote says connect with contractors. And I just want to look real quick. If I request a quote up here, fill in the form, and we'll connect you with up to 3 local siding installers. So, on one hand, I like the fact that James Hardie is staying in control of the situation here and deciding who are the 3 contractors that are going to get it. I think that's good, but yet I think many consumers would rather make the selections themselves after being able to see what is available. And many times they will go out themselves and say, James Hardie contractor, Denver, Colorado, or something, and see what comes up. I do want to just go back here real quick and see if I go down here and say connect with contractors. Do they take me? Yes, they take me to the same place. And I just looking anywhere else to see if there's give me any other option. I got request a quote, find a contractor, request a sample, find a dealer. Let's see what that does. Hidden down here. Get a list of the distributors and dealers near you who offer North American fiber. So once again, they're staying in total control, which has benefits to it. But I think more and more, I'm in today's world, I don't want to fill this out and wait for you to send me something back, and I don't necessarily want you to control the selection. Let's say that I could buy, I want to buy it from a lumber dealer, or I want to buy it from perhaps Home Depot. None of those things pop up here like I would expect. So James Hardie certainly is a great marketer and knows what they're doing. I'm just not so sure that staying in total control here is their best option. Now let's jump over here and take a look at what Allura does. So I'm seeing here sample request as their predominant thing, which probably is not a bad idea in the area for this particular type of product. If I can get someone to ask a sample. But let's take a look here. So when I go to their locator, shoot, I just screwed that up, didn't I? Hang on. So I got find a dealer, and I'll put in my zip code here. And so the first thing, of course, I just have a thing right now about the predominance of maps. Like, I think this is the old way we would do things, like using a map to travel and so forth. More and more, I think what I really want to understand is what's the difference? What's the best source of your products for me or my project? So here's Boulder Lumber, Universal Forest Products, Alpine Lumber, Builder's First Source, Alpine Lumber. Now, Boulder Lumber is a traditional lumber dealer. I believe Alpine Lumber is also. I don't know exactly who Universal Forest Products is. Builder's First Source, I believe, is a distributor, and Alpine Lumber is a dealer, traditional lumber dealer. Now, if I click on Boulder Lumber, I'm shown a phone number, and I'm shown how to get directions in their map. If I go to Universal Forest Products, the same thing. And so we're not really, Builder's First Source, same thing, not really helping me to decide which is the right one for me. Okay. And so I think it would, be helpful to say, looking for a dealer. Perhaps just the simplest thing would be this is a dealer, this is a distributor, to call those out, and tell me ideally tell me a little bit more about them, so that I can make a decision about what's the best place for me to go. Now, I did like down here. Are you an Allura dealer but can't find your location on our dealer map? I love this idea. This is so hard for manufacturers to keep things current. And this is a really smart idea. Why not go ahead and just say, hey, you want to be on here? Now, I don't know how often this is used or how well this is working, but I love this idea. Okay. So I think that, Allura's is easy to find where to buy on their homepage. But when I come here, I'm once again assuming I'm a homeowner looking to put new siding on my house. I could be a contractor. I could be a builder. Chances are I'm thinking I'm a homeowner, and this doesn't help me as much as it could. Okay. Also, where are the dealers? Contractors, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do this siding job myself. And so why aren't we also listing contractors on here, where like we saw James Hardie referring to contractors, not listing, not telling us who, but at least listing them. Now let's move on then to our let's move on here and take a look at I'm sorry, I want to jump over while we're doing fiber cement. Let's stay on. Here's Nichiha. And here Nichiha I'm seeing is get a sample and contact a rep. Okay. And so kind of trying to look, sometimes people hide things, down at the bottom, see, I've got here, hard to read, contact a rep, get a quote. And boy, sorry, I'm having trouble with the light in my eye reading here. There's not enough contrast. I don't know why they don't just have white type, this gray type. Hard to read. But so if I contact a rep, okay, once again, you're adding now Nichiha, is doing commercial and residential. And if you are commercial, if that's the priority, then you've got the architect who probably wants to talk to a rep. You may also have some general contractors want to talk to a rep. Okay. But in those instances where it's once again a homeowner, they don't want to talk to a rep. They want to know, where can I get the product? So I think they, from a residential standpoint, I'm talking here, I think they, could improve their locator by helping people not only find perhaps the dealer, but probably more importantly, who's a good Nichiha contractor that can help me reside my house. Now we'll go over to take a look at LP and LP SmartSide. And so I see right here, predominantly or easy to find where to buy. And I click on that and we'll see what happens. And so, okay, so once again, it's asking me what product, and we have this problem here with a companies the size of LP, where, they have many different products, although, many different products. So here I'm going to put my lap siding and see what we get here. And we get my great old map again. We get my great old map. Oh my gosh, 73 results. I really, really don't want to wade through 73 things, right? So I think there could be, once again, a great way to help me sort through what I'm looking for here. So Boulder Lumber Company, once again, traditional lumber dealer. Lowe's, we know what Lowe's is. We know what Home Depot is. Not sure what County Line Lumber in Erie is. Right. And they're not really telling me. They're saying, here, just pick up the phone and talk to these people, get directions. But I'm probably going to do is I'm going to cut and paste myself and go to County Line Lumber's Erie's website if I'm at all interested. Right. Once Universal Floors Products, Lafayette Lumber, Home Depot's, Budget Home Center, Home Depots, Alpine Lumber. This really, I guess the most helpful thing here is how close they are to where I am. But in today's world, I'm not sure I'm actually going to go there. I'm going to want to know who, let's say, has product in stock. Tell me a little bit, make it easier for me to decide to narrow down these 73 results. Also, it says locate a supplier, shed dealer, or siding contractor near you. Okay, now, so I didn't see anything, but over here, are you a homeowner? Find a contractor. Okay, let's see what happens there. So I'm once again, put this in here. Okay, so we've got Paramount siding and windows is being featured here, and they're an LP master. Now, I don't, learn more about our badges and levels. I don't know why, it's good this is on here. I don't know why they are hidden. Okay, like why can't that just be, go ahead and put that right here at the top of the page, so I don't have to wonder and then maybe find that button, maybe not. So I've got Paramount Siding, I've got Wood Street Builders, Hoffman Weber. I like how they have these description of them. And let's see what happens when I do see more. Member since 2018. I don't know. Really, that's all. Not sure. That's worth a see more thing. I was expecting more there. Now we drop down to expert. But let's just pick one of these masters. So we'll take a look here at, let's take a look here at Paramount. So I can call them on the phone. So LP is no longer involved. If I pick up the phone and call Paramount, I can go to their website. Now I do like here, get a quote, right? And I'm not sure what happens here when I say get a quote. Compare up to 3 contractors, get multiple quotes at one time. Okay. Well, let's compare these 3 just real quick here. See what happens. So get a quote, get a quote, get a quote. Continue. Now, okay, so now I have to tell them my name, email, phone number, zip code, replacing, the time frame. Good question to ask. And then any other information about it. And so what's nice is LP knows that I have made this inquiry, and it goes to LP as well as to the siding contractor. So now LP can keep an eye, is aware that, gee, Mark Mitchell's looking for some siding, and he chose these 3 contractors. I can now, my rep can stay in touch with the contractors. Did you get this? Have you followed up with Mark? LP can reach out directly to me. So that's good. Now, if I decide to do this on my own, I like the fact they have this copy here. It would be nice if they maybe also took it to the next step, like literally created a landing page where they had photos and told me more, pictures of houses that Paramount has done and so forth, satisfied customers, that kind of stuff. But if I go right to their website and I hit siding, let's see what happens. Okay. Trust the expert in siding. Okay, this is nice. They list LP SmartSide first. But they also, of course, have Hardie. They also have vinyl, steel, fiberglass. Many times what I find is when you click on the contractor, they either feature your competitor first, or you're just in the middle of a long list of options. So at least you're first here, which is good. And they have a nice page about why LP smart siding. So that works good. So I think what we've seen here in looking at these 4 companies, one is Hardie. I think being wanting to stay in control. And being perhaps, I think, behind the times where just think about when you go to the Amazon shopping experience, everything you need is right there. You don't have to go anywhere else. You don't have to wait for someone to get back to you. And I know these are building materials, which seem like, yeah, but this is a different business. More and more, the customer doesn't look at it that way. More and more, the customer is expecting to come to your website and be able to get their answers right there without having to go anywhere else and continue to do more work. Also, if you've worked hard to get them to want Allura or LP SmartSide, at least be aware of it and have it on their list of options they're thinking about, you want them to continue to prefer you. And when you work hard having a great website and perhaps send them a sample, some other things, then you just give them a list of 73 dealers they can choose from, or make it hard for them, or add extra steps. Each of those is kind of a knock against you, one, you're setting yourself up where the contractor can more easily switch the customer to a competitor, and also you don't really know what's happened. Just all of a sudden, we had this guy, we sent this Mark Mitchell a sample, he came to our website 5 times, whatever he signed up for, and he just disappeared. And it usually, I find, is through how the locator's handled. So hopefully this has been helpful for you to take a look at your own locator and see how you can improve it. And if you'd like to get an assessment of your locator and your competitors, I encourage you to contact Bullseye Locations and have them walk you through, how your specific locator could perform better. So until next time, have a great week.